sweet souls. How are you? It's your Force Fairy here. Nice to see you again. Well, it's time for a Christ Consciousness read. I decided with the Pick a Card Summer, it has really taken the editing down to almost nothing. And so with that, I think the kids are missing the editing. And so we're going to keep our weekends. I'm going to do a Saturday read, the old 10-card spread. I like the fact that my table's back in frame, the whole thing. And of course, I've got to do Angels and Christ. So I just finished Angels. And this is a Christ Consciousness read. And my guides were saying, no, keep Angels and Christ on Sundays. Do your Saturday read, and then Monday to Friday do the pick a cards. So that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, see, I'm on pick a card mode. I was gonna take that one. That's funny. I'm gonna have to switch back and forth from pick a card to 10-card spread, because I was almost gonna pick that one out of the middle of the deck, and that's what I do with the pick a cards. So it's funny. All right, let's focus in on the messages that Christ wants us to hear right there. Fear not. I know there's a lot of fearful stuff going on right now. Fear not, little flock, for it's your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom, and the kingdom lies within. The kingdom is within each of us, the kingdom of God, absolutely. And the energy that crosses this is well done. Well done for seeing through the fear, right? When it says, fear not, little flock, the energy that crosses you is well done, thou good and faithful servant, right? You see, if you see that the kingdom lies within, if you see that your faith in that of good, that of love, that of God, well done. Well done seeing through the veil, is what Jesus is saying. Knock, and it shall be opened unto you. All you have to do is make the effort to knock. And your focus and foundation is blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Again, finding peace when there are so many more warmongers. And it's a spiritual war as well that's going on, that's manifesting in the 3D world. So all of this messaging, all of this marketing, messaging, brainwashing, the heaviness of these lower frequencies, as they're sort of revealing, oh, they've always been among us, like it's like that little game that Among Us, like these gamers like seem to know, the sci-fi authors and writers and creators, they've always known it, and it's the flock. I put myself into that category of someone that just follows along. And I did for many, many, many years, being that good person. And as we see that has been used against us, that our compassion, if you don't get, the vaccination, you're harming others. If you don't stay in your home, you're harming others. These ideas, these narratives, these manipulative mandates, the marketing, the messaging has really preyed upon the flock. I mean, they're even called sheeple, right? And I don't really, well, it's not that I don't like that term, it is what it is, but it describes a group of people that are willing to follow their shepherd. Now I want all of you, because I was one of them, that I paid my taxes, I followed the rules, I raised my family within the where I was, in the neighborhood that I was in. I honored my parents. When I had to, I stayed at home. I was able to, and then when I had to go to work. I found a job. I went to work. I did all of the things that this narrative says. You will never get above this pay grade. You will never be. I fell into that box and believed it and said, okay, then I'm going to do my best with what I've got. Okay, having said that, that makes me a part of the flock, right? So then when I rediscovered, I don't think I ever really left my belief of God. I just started having more conversations with him. And with those more deeper thought, and it was really 2020, it was really being sort of, but we weren't living in a high rise or city. We could go out for a walk in the woods. We could, go do, pretty much our lives hadn't really changed here in the 100-acre woods with lockdowns, but yet they did. Okay. So that made me really think. And I think with a lot of people, it made a lot of people think. So fear not. And there was a lot of fear. There's still a lot of fear running through the collective. Fear not, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom, and realizing the kingdom is within. I have always manifested. I'm manifesting this. What am I manifesting? So let's manifest something different. All right, then. Blessed are they that hear the word of God and keep it. Yes, these are the people that believe in kindness, believe in compassion, believe in helping, believe in doing the best and being the best person for their families, for their communities, for their neighborhoods, for their people, right? Let's just all get along and be peaceful and loving and open people. That's what this card really speaks to me about today, is that they hear the word of God, they understand it, and then they keep it in the near future. Oh, the mustard seed. Yes, indeed. Even if it's small, even if it's your faith, if you have faith as a grain of mustard seed, you shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall be removed. The faith is so strong because God's love is infinite. God's love is unconditional. God's love is something that we as humans really don't understand. So we can imagine how much love he has for us. Well, obviously. Then you turn around and say to yourself, well, if he loves us so much, why is there so much evil? Because we have been, I dare say, we have been putting that evil into God's place. We have been praising the celebrities, they're just regular people, right? That have been put on a pedestal. We have been praising, we have been, I've never been one that put celebrities, because I always think they sit on the toilet like the rest of us, right? Like, they have talent, I'll give them that. Some of them don't, but they have been marketed towards us, right? Whatever that means to you. So I've never really put them up on a pedestal myself, but I see how other people could. Having said that, we've been putting other entities, other beings, other people in these roles of leader, in these roles, whether it be through government, through entertainment, whatever, rather than God. We've been following them rather than God. So the reason why we're in the state that we're in is because we haven't been walking the path of God. We've been walking that big, huge path that everyone's walking. We all follow the trends. We all want to take the easy way out of convenience. Have this out of convenience. Do that. Instead of doing the work. Let me tell you, gardening is not easy. My gardens are looking terrible. And so with the pick-a cards and not being in the office so much editing, I'm like going outside and going, okay, I need to weed this, I need to get in there, I need to make that look good. This type of thing. Growing your own food, it's not easy. It's a lot of work. At the same time, it's so satisfying to work with the earth, to work with the plants, to water and see, and kids are always so, it's magic when the seeds push through the soil. This is a little grain of mustard seed. Even the tiniest bit of faith will move mountains. That's how powerful it is, and that's what, in the future, I believe a lot of people, the flock, is going to see, hear, realize, keep the word that maybe they did in their past, that maybe they need to in the future. How you see yourself is ask and you shall receive, that your joy may be full. All you have to do is knock right here. Your higher self is saying just knock. How Jesus sees us. Take, therefore, no thought for the morrow, for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself. This speaks to me as Jesus saying, don't look so far into the future. Really appreciate the present and where you're at right now. And then as you develop, let's say, a stronger relationship with God, then tomorrow you'll have more faith. Tomorrow that mustard seed will turn into, I don't know, like a little, from a mustard seed, because they're pretty small, to, let's say, a sunflower seed, right? And then into, I don't know, something bigger and bigger and bigger. As every day your connection to God grows stronger, as you see more, realize more, as the veil is, you can kind of see through it now, but then as it gets completely dropped. And who have we all been following? It's certainly not God. It's the reversal of that. We all know. And that negativity, that Watiko energy, that energy that keeps us in a lower state of fear, is what we've all been following, what we've all been liking, what we've all been, trending, this type of thing. Hope and fear is love one another. This is a hope, as I have loved you. Absolutely. And the potential outcome. I am with you always, even into the end of the world. And it might feel, sweet souls, as if we're at the end of the world. Yes, and that which you might not see. This is what's going to bring about loving one another. This is what's going to bring about this beautiful world that we all are told cannot happen, is to pray always, is to stay connected with God, is to really establish a bridge between the real world and the spiritual world. Let's go deeper with the tarot. Pray always. I love this card. It's so simple. He was one of the masters, Jesus, right? And he taught that we can also have a very powerful relationship with God, that we have the ability to heal ourselves and others, that we have the ability to manifest what it is we want in the world. It's only through fear. Fear is used as control. And for some reason, these Watiko, dark, negative energies want to control us. I'm not really sure as to why. Is it on a spiritual level, like on a let's say on a frequency, or I'm just going to say spiritual level? Is it like the Matrix? Are we batteries? Do they feed off of our energy? And wherever our energy goes, that's what it feeds. Like, are we feeding the beast? I dare say yes. So what if we feed the lines of righteousness? What if we feed the lines of being good and thoughtful and kind and loving? Instead of that of fear, we go the way of love. I know I'm sounding like those, and it's funny, because when you think about astrologically, the people of the 60s that were born in that time, the babies of the 60s, they have Saturn in Pisces. I think, again, a lot of the 90s, people born in the 90s also they're going through their Saturn return. And the 60 kids are going through it again. So is Saturn being in Pisces really showing us, really sort of that there is more than just what Saturn has sort of established, and that it's infinite? Again, the possibilities. Is our magic infinite? Are we really discovering which path to take? Discovering that the path of fear, it's draining, and the path of love, it might be harder to walk. Why is that, right? I have so many questions. Seven of Wands, belief. This is standing up for your beliefs. This is standing up for your belief in God. Standing up, believing, taking the higher ground. Fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom, to really believe that the kingdom resides within. Yes, balance, justice, fairness. I'm really hearing that this is cosmic justice, karmic justice. Every relationship, like, I realize that I create karma when I have, and I had 5 children. I realize that I create karma with every relationship that I make. Did I make meeting you at this time? Did I make a deal in the, spiritual realms, in the ethers, that when I came down to be human, that every person that I meet was here to teach me something, was here to push me into this direction or that direction? Do I stand up against those that I do not align with? Do I quietly just take my my way over here instead of, and so this channel for me, I never thought I was one that was against having social media, and I just have this channel. I really, for lack of a better term, never thought I'd be here. Never. And here I am talking to you, sweet souls. So that 7 of Wands really speaks to me about balancing out. You can live a life, but if you have leadership qualities, if you want to inspire others, other people who are in that flock, right, to rise up, to speak their truth, to believe in righteousness, goodness, kindness, thoughtfulness, in compassion, then speak your truth. Knock, and it shall be opened unto you. Home. That's knock. Like he's knocking at a door, and it feels like home. When you live and you find, and I've heard so many people say, I found Jesus. When you find Jesus, Jesus finds you. But when you find Jesus, all you have to do is knock on the door, and there he is. Hey, welcome home. Come on in, right? Yeah. Independence. Independence with that 9 of Pentacles. That even if the rest of your family does not believe, you say, okay, that's fine. And you still take that higher road and say, that's fine. I'm seeing this more not as defending against those who are attacking you, but really switching frequencies, that to a different frequency, that of love. And really feeling at home in that frequency. That if you're still, let's say, kind of intertwined with the system, that your financial independence will be balanced out. When you knock, when you pray, always when you knock, and when you take the steps to become financially independent, whatever that means to you, that will give you a real sense of balance. Blessed are the peacemakers. Again, I'm talking to all the peacemakers. Look at that, 10 of Cups. It's coming. And your man, okay. This, I can't make this up. I'm talking to all you quiet little peacemakers, because I'm one of them. What do you imagine? And this is why I sort of cut myself off of marketing media. Even YouTube I get off of for a while and just go, I can't watch that stuff. I know it's out there, but it's affecting my ability to manifest. And what I want to manifest is the flock, is the people, not being in fear, to choose love, to help each other, to build a society that really is loving and helpful and that which God would be proud of. That we're proud of ourselves and each other for really being there for each other, for speaking the truth, no manipulation, no, coercion, no, these mandates of either you do this or you die. Like that's what it comes down to. Then, again, I kind of feel that we're manifesting happiness. We're manifesting justice. We're manifesting financial independence. We're manifesting these things through God. Blessed are they that hear the word of God and keep it. We've gone deep within. That's what 2020 did for us. And coming out, this is again Taurus energy, fixed energy of keep on going, keep on building, keep on. You've gone deep within. And again, this is Virgo. This is very earth grounding clarifications that the Hermit, the Virgo, looking at the details, looking at the facts, and then applying them, making them work with you, for you, and with others, with the King of Pentacles, into this independence with the Nine of Pentacles. Again, Virgo energy, Taurus energy, Libra energy, Mercury with this Magician energy of creating this happiness, Piscean energy with the Ten of Cups, the Two of Pentacles. I'm really feeling this is two masters going back and forth, from fear to love, from fear to love, from that of what you hear coming through to keep you fearful, and then balance, and then switching, almost like two sides of the coin. And your faith is wavering. That's okay if it's wavering, because it means you still have that little grain of mustard seed, which can move mountains. You still have it, but it's hard for the program that you have has been sort of forced upon, programmed into your subconscious, that lack, that have not. You can't be independent. You can't be. That you cannot do, you cannot have, you cannot be. That has been programmed into you. And so when you waver from that of I can to I can't, I can and I can't, that's what the Two of Pentacles, that's what I'm feeling with the Two of Pentacles, that two masters, that of fear and that of love. Really take more time to listen to your thoughts, to stand up for that love that you know that you have, hermit deep, within you, to follow that path. Yes, it's going to be harder, absolutely. But as the King of Pentacles knows, the work is worth the rewards. The Wheel of Fortune, look at that. Look at that, the Wheel of Fortune. This is a karmic wheel. This is are we going to hop back on into the program, or are we going to change the program? In the future, I'm going to say we're changing the program. And not just one of us or two of us, but millions, billions of us are going to change the program. Not all of us will, but a lot of us will. I'd like to manifest that all of us will. Ask and you shall receive. This is how you see yourself. Yes, it's having to make a decision between two masters, having to make a decision as to what path you're going to take, either that of fear or love. And you're working on it. This is so good. Look, he's looking into the future. He has chosen his path. That was the path of love. Do you see that wand? That's the Two of Wands right there. Making plans. And again, going from the 2 to the 3, that working with others to walk that path of love, and then to share and spread the word of love. Well done, thou faithful servants. I'm here to serve. I'm here to help facilitate this loving path, this new narrative, this new way of thinking, of being, of manifesting. King of Swords is what clarifying. Take therefore no thought. Interesting. The King of Swords, take no thought for the morrow. For the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself. This is the King of Swords. Again, King of Swords is very much Aquarius energy, the fixed signs of the kings. But I got Libra here as well. And that is finding with your own discernment, with your own knowledge, with your own sense of truth. This king can cut through all the BS. This king can really think with his thoughts and manifest with this magician. Let's see what else is here. And the truth. Look at that. The truth. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Look at that. This is how Jesus sees us, sweet souls. Jesus sees you as really cutting through all of that which is not true to find your truth and clarity and to move forward. Which path are you going to take? The King of Swords knows which path to take. Absolutely. Love one another as I have loved you. Holding on. Rebuild. I'm seeing rebuilding. After a lot of, and you're worried about what it is. And it is scary. Okay, so I can read this two different ways. That the Nine of Swords is that of worry, that of so many thoughts, and it's right above this Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is a brand new beginning of how you think, of being aware of the thoughts that go through your head. Are they loving ones? And then rebuilding off of that, of switching. And the King will then catch you and go, nope, we're not going to think that. Nope, we're switching. Nope, this is a new time. Nope, nope, nope. And that King of Swords is going to really fill your head with that of logic, that which makes sense, of common sense, which seems to be fading. Common sense, the truth. This is the truth. This is the corruption. Do I need to show you more corruption? Do I need to show you what you're up against? The King of Swords is there and ready with facts, with figures, with numbers, with real Ace of Swords. Truth. To calm that Nine of Swords mind, to get back into a loving heart and rebuild this world. I am with you always, even unto the end of the world. It's a lot of heaviness that I'm putting right here, because the heaviness comes from, as we see with the Two of Pentacles, of taking a look at two different, yes, I'm going to manifest, but then doubting your manifestations, that it can even happen. That's serving two masters, right? And the Moon, that which you might not see. That which you might not see is that Jesus is with you always. When you have all the responsibilities on your back, when you feel that the weight of the responsibility, do you feel the weight of the world, is what I'm asking. Know that Jesus is there for you. Know that God is there for you. All you have to do is knock. All you have to do is pray. All you have to do is ask and you shall receive. The Eight of Pentacles. Working on those prayers, working on that communication, working on the bridge to Christ, to Jesus. Working on, that bridge. I keep hearing, working on the bridge. Bridging. And it takes time, it takes work, it takes effort. So I want to read just number 8. You're working on it. You're mastering your connection with God. A cycle or pattern is being repeated now so that you understand the lesson. Take time to reflect. Pray on it. 49. I see 49 up there, and then 749. 49. Angels are helping you embrace the emotions that are rising up within you at this time. It is Cancer season, so I just have to warn you about that. Look on your emotions as messengers. 749. Let's do that one. 749. Angel wisdom is encouraging you to take a leap of faith. It's important for you to know that you have powerful opportunities to learn, and the trust you have within will lead to a deeper connection with yourself. And what lies within is the heaven, is the kingdom of God. So with a deeper connection to yourself, hermit deep, with a deeper connection to yourself, you're actually connecting on a deeper level to God. Beautiful. We are all sparks of God. We might not know where we came from, but it's source. It's that great light. It's the infinite love. 210. And then, I had 49 twice. Interesting. I'm going to do 210. Any numbers that you see on my table, sweet souls, those are personal messages for you. Get your book and take a look. If you do not have an Angel Numbers book, go to the description box below, click on the link, and grab yourself a book for all future reads. 210. God and angels are welcoming you back to your truth. Ace of Swords. You are reconnecting with the pathway that is right for you. That's the Two of Wands right there. You are reconnecting with the path that is right for you. This is confirmation for you guys that have been bouncing, juggling two different paths. This is the right path for you. I see one more. I got 210, so I'm going to go to the time for that. 1010. You're on the cusp of something miraculous. Trust that God and angels are one and are with you now, sweet souls. And that's what I see for you. And I'm sure I'll see you again. Take care from your Force Fairy. Bye for now.